Alright, so I'm going to have a go at taking some of the slop out of the bucket today. As you can see, these pins are pretty far gone, so that one there especially. That's really bad, that one. They're pretty much all fairly well worn out. Might end up having to rebush inside there, so we'll get started. Alright, you can see the problem there. It's funny how one side is worn out there, but the other one's not too bad. They actually don't look too bad at all, thankfully. Gotcha. There we go. Now that's a worn out pin. Well, none of the bushings are loose, which is good. So it means I don't have to worry about reboring anything. So that'll keep the cost down, that's awesome. She's still nice and tight in there, so that side's alright. And that side is not too bad either, so it should just be a matter of replacing those 3 pins. And I'll leave the bucket ram pin for now because it's not too bad. And all the bushings are looking alright, so you might get away with doing it all for under $500. Alright, I've made the new pins, new grease seals here, so just have to clean everything up and put it back together. It should be good to go. Okay, I've replaced these 3 pins, the worst ones. I've left this one in because it wasn't too bad, so it's a lot tighter now, like there's no movement whatsoever in there. There is in the bucket there, so next job is to replace those pins, but all this is nice and tight now, so that's good. I've emptied a whole tube of grease into all the grease points, so it's nice and lubed up. Now, this bucket here is still very wobbly, so you can see how badly worn it is in there. So I'll grind those pins out, and I think I'll just use the other ones that I took out of here to replace those. They'll be a lot better than what's in there already, so that should make a big difference. Alright, so that's a little bit better with those new bucket pins, but as you can see, it's fairly well slogged out inside that hitch. So I'm almost tempted to put some sort of sleeve in there just to build it back up and weld it in there, maybe a piece of half pipe or something, just to take some of that slop out of it, because it still moves quite a bit in there, you can see. So yeah, I reckon a piece of pipe welded in there be better than nothing anyway. And same in the back here. You can see how that piece of steel's burred over because it's just so worn out and slopping around in the back there. The tongue that's supposed to tighten everything up when you turn this bolt isn't even touching the pin, so that's how badly worn it is. So I think I'm going to have to weld something in there as well. At least all these pins are now nice and tight, so I know I'm not going to ruin the bushings and end up having to line bore it, so not so much of a big deal with this bucket slopping around, but I might as well fix it since I've come this far. Alright, that's taken out most of the movement in the bucket, so I'll give it a bit of a test and see how it holds together. I've got a track to widen down the hill, so I'll take it down and do that now. That's widened the track up nicely, so it'll make it a lot easier to get vehicles up there now. Quite a tight corner here, so I've just pulled the edge back a wee bit so it's not so tight to get around. So I'll just work my way up now and put a bit of a slope onto the track so that any water comes down this edge and doesn't follow the track down and rut it out. So I'll work my way up and do that now. It's quite rocky in here, so it was a good test for it, but the pins are holding up well. It's like a totally different machine now. So much better. Next job is the seals in the travel motor and some new seals in the ram, and after that maybe sometime I would put new chains on the tracks because they're getting a bit slogged out. Anyway, it's starting to rain now, so better get going.